Hey everybody, I am Danny Otto. Welcome to That Recap Show. Now, before we get into the show, I wanted to throw out a quick spoiler warning. We will be discussing the latest episode of Falcon and Winter Soldier. So if you're not already caught up, you might want to click away. But come back after you've watched the episode for all of our breakdown news. So with that out of the way, guys, let's start the show.
Poppin' Off presents That Recap Show.
On this episode, we're going to be recapping Falcon and Winter Soldier Episode 4. And helping me to break everything down from the episode, it's hashtag Tim Pratt!
Hey, everyone. Thanks for having me. Good to be here, Danny.
Hey. So, to kick this all off, why don't we do a quick synopsis of the episode? You want to take it away?
I would love to. We begin with a flashback of Bucky being freed from his old murderous ways. Then we flash forward to present, and Wakanda is demanding that Zemo be turned over to them to answer for his part in killing the Wakanda peeps back in the UN bombing. Bucky, Sam, and Zemo are still on the search for Carly. Unfortunately, they meet up with John Walker and Hoskins. They get the tip that she will be attending Mama Donya's funeral. Sam finally gets to speak with Carly and make some progress until John Walker busts in and it all goes up in smoke. As she flees, Carly is shot by Zemo with the super soldier serum on the ground. Zemo boot smashes it, but gets knocked out by Walker. Walker, of course, thinks, finally, some serum for me. I want that purple stuff. And he takes it for himself. Carly gets another threat from the power broker. Spooky. Then the gang of Sams, Bucky, Zemo, Walker, and Hoskins group at Zemo's, only to be engaged with, surprise, we keep our word Wakanda, and a fight breaks out again. So Zemo escapes and Walker gets his ass kicked. Oh, we know he wants the blue juice. Carly ups her revolutionary game by getting Sam to meet her on her terms by threatening Sam's family. So they meet again. But again, a pissed off John Walker and Hoskins crash the party. Sadly, Hoskins is killed by Carly, and Walker wants to rage. We see him batty out by bending pipes and proving that he has shot up super soldier serum. He tries to run down Carly and her squad, but settles with shield smashing one of her crew instead. A dark day for the future of Captain America. All right, and that ends my quick synopsis. Back to you, Danny.
All right, that was awesome. Well, I saw a couple of really big points that I wanted to discuss from the episode. The first being that Hoskins' death. I feel like that was a major breaking point for two characters. First is the most obvious, John Walker. It pushed him over the edge, and that's why we see what happens at the very end, where he actually straight up murders somebody. But what I actually think is it also is going to be a turning point for Carly, where with that shock on her face after committing murder, after kicking him into the pillar and actually killing him, I think she's going to start to realize that this is getting out of control. That was the first one I thought of. Tim, can you think of anything that really stood out this episode?
Yes, I think to follow up with that is the super soldier hunt that's being mentioned by Zemo. When he was sitting on the couch, he made it very clear that all super soldiers would need to be eliminated. That would include Carly, all the flag smashers, as well as Bucky. And I think there was a little bit of hint there about what we'll see from Zemo in the future.
Definitely. And the last thing that I have to mention is John Walker straight up murdering a guy in the public view. They made a it was a straight up comic book cover of this murder that went down in the view of the public. Everyone has their cell phones out. Everyone's live tweeting this, Instagramming it, Facebook living it. The world knows. And that, it goes back to the title. The world is watching. That's what this episode is. So I really think that this is a major turning point in not only this episode, but in the series. I think he is no longer going to be Captain America. I think moving forward, that is it. Whether he gets it forcefully taken away from him or whether the government just strips him of it. And that's kind of my prediction for the next episode. I think this next episode, episode 5, we are really going to see the shield change hands, whether it be Walker gets stripped of being Captain America and somehow the government either gives it back to Sam and Bucky, or Sam and Bucky go on a heist, or Sam and Bucky get in a fight with John Walker and forcibly take it back. But that's my prediction for episode 5. Tim, do you have any last prediction for what we can see moving forward?
I do. Thanks, Danny. One thing that I think is humorous to mention really quickly is that everyone was fighting with knives. Even at one point, one of I think the character says, "What the hell is with all these knives?" And then Carly's so surprised when she killed someone. I mean, I normally don't bring knives to a fight to, I don't know, have a tickle war. So it's one of those things, not surprised someone died. Now, at the end with him super smashing in, I don't think the way that we saw that the government betrayed, gave that shield to the pretender Captain America, I really don't think the government, after investing all that time, is going to strip him of it, especially after he ejected himself with the blue goo. So I would slightly say that I think he's going to be staying in that position for a power. But the other thing we have to take into consideration is Power Broker is still out there. Sam and Bucky are really going to have to like forge that relationship with Carly. Sam tried twice and it fell apart. So I don't know how that's all going to go. But other than that, I think it's going to be a great next episode.
Awesome. I agree. I can't wait no matter what happens. Guys, that's what we thought. But don't forget, leave some comments below. What did you think? And what are your predictions for episode 5? Hell, what are your predictions for episode 6? The series is almost over. I can't wait. Guys, don't forget, like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you can be up to date with all of the new videos coming out on the channel. Bye, everybody.
Bye, guys.